Hello and welcome, all you magnificent stargazers of the internet. This is your November 2024 Astrology Pig Month in Dragon Year Chinese Horoscope. I'm Pastor Rosemary, the Astrology Angel. Thank you for joining us. Now, the Pig Month, the zodiac animal of pig in Chinese astrology, begins November 6th or 7th and lasts all the way through until December 5th or 6th. And the Chinese word for pig is hai, H-A-I. The pig is straightforward and discreet. So you're going to get the truth and you're going to get it in a direct manner, but there is a discretion that goes along with that. Now, pig is like Scorpio. So the Chinese zodiac animal pig is similar to the Western astrology sign of Scorpio the Scorpion. And dragon is like Aries. So we have these kinds of compatibility of pig of dragon and Scorpio of Aries and Scorpio of dragon because it's pig month in dragon year. And when you're a person that is born during this month and during this type of year, your enthusiastic and exceptional nature bestows to you the capacity to strategize and to then subsequently attain your objectives. So the kinds of aims you have for your life, you can attain them. And I'm going to tell you how, because some people might tell you, some astrologers might tell you that it's going to be difficult for you, but I can tell you how you can make that better for yourself, how you can improve upon that and make it easier for yourself and actually get some of those things done that you want to get done and achieve some of the things that you want to achieve. Okay, so here we go. Now, the way to accomplish your purpose is by making sure that the formulas which you construct are actionable and also free from too many distractions or intervals of disturbance. You don't want too many disturbances around you. You have what it takes to realize a satisfying profession, affluence, health, and a high quality family life, to have a good, strong family unit that you can count on and they can count on you. Nevertheless, you must be aware that your astrology chart does give caveats. It gives you sort of a, they want you to beware, okay, about certain things. And one of those things is that you're going to be needing to do these kinds of paying attention and working on things, especially when it comes to your personal life and also in your professional life, your vocation, your career. You have to do the things necessary and to make these things happen in a way that you're able to not have things happen that are going to throw it off or upset the apple cart. Okay, and we're going to get to that because there's a specific thing that happens to you every time. Okay, and we're going to get to that. But before we do, we want to talk about, before you get into situations where difficult things show up so that you need to handle them, you have to develop your instincts. You have to develop your intuition. Okay, you have to develop your ability to use your mind's eye to recognize and select the most brilliant moments and select when they arrive, to know when they arrive, and to be able to choose them when these opportunities show up and know exactly how to utilize them. And that's what we're going to work on with you. But remember, you got to develop your instincts, your intuition, your mind's eye first before these things begin to happen, before you get too deeply into your ventures, okay? Now, whether they're personal or professional, after you organize your ideas into a manageable and into a smart system, and then you're going to be ready to begin to implement the tactics that you have mapped out for yourself to follow. Intention is everything. And you have very workable intentions, very forceful and good intentions, excellent intentions that you can make the things that you want happen. And when you're in a calm state of mind, when you're in a tranquil state of mind, then you're going to be able to use your calm state of mind to be able to hear your inner promptings, your inner voice. And you're going to be able to use that so that you have the aptitude to know when and how to maneuver towards excellent outcomes for yourself. Another caveat, another warning, is that just when you have it all together and you are either all set to make your calculated moves ahead, to really start to move forward with your plans of action, okay, or when you're actually beginning to implement your project or your proposal. A scoundrel shows up every time. A scoundrel shows up on the scene and proceeds to try to make a mess of your preparation and to make a mockery of your implementation. This happens to you, and you know it does, okay? You know it does. And this is when you get thrown off, and why astrologers might tell you that it's not going to work for you, it's difficult for you, unless you work really hard. This is where it happens, though. You can work hard. You can make good plans. You can implement those plans. But when the scoundrels show up, this is when you have a problem, okay? And this is when people that are born in pig month, in dragon year like you, okay? You might ask now yourself, why in the world would a person like this appear in my life? You might really be wondering now, why in the world would some kind of a villain type individual show up in my life right when I'm ready to really launch all my objectives? Why would that happen? And why would anybody want to do this? Why in the world would anybody want to do harm to the work of another person? Why indeed would anybody want to do that to me or anybody else, is what you're thinking. How come? Why? What's the purpose? What is their motivation? Because it doesn't make any sense. Okay, now the motivations such as these are relying upon impulsive emotions. That's what it is. The person who does this to you, these types of people have impulsive emotions, which are actions taken to express intense or pessimistic feelings such as jealousy, envy, self-pity, overwhelm, or a need to control everything and everyone around them and around you. Okay? And you're around them, so they want to control you too. You understand this, okay? So this is how it happens. All right, now, once you understand that, the next step is that such people are manipulative. You need to understand that they're very manipulative, and they're good at this. And thinking only of themselves. They're not thinking of you. They might come off like they're thinking of you because they're manipulative, and you might think, oh, this person really cares about me, wants to help me. No, they're thinking about themselves and want to help themselves. And what happens is, this is when they start to, sort of pull you in and drain you, okay? And this is how it plays out. People like this often manifest into our lives just when we are doing very well, okay? Just when we're really have things starting to happen for ourselves. And then when they complete their manipulative behaviors and feed off of your energies to drain you and nourish themselves, that's when they disappear. That's when they're going to take off. This can take many forms. In love or money, where you are drained, like we mentioned, where you're drained. And you're drained by these people. And, it gets to this point where you got to understand these people are rascals. They're rascals. And they're coming after you. Okay? And especially when you are just beginning to get your act together. The reason this happens is due to the amount of spiritual light, the shiningness of the light, and the life force that you build up when you are preparing and readying yourself to sort of bring about your aspirations. You have built up your power and stored it up like a battery. They sense that you are fully charged, okay? And that they are then able to transfer your energy to themselves in one way or another by taking from you emotionally, supportively, or financially, even physically, just wear you out, okay? You must recognize this species of person immediately, and you need to stay away from them, okay? Stay away. Then, instead of wasting your valuable time on such a rogue as this, okay, you must put all of your attention upon performing the tasks necessary to get done with your comprehensive blueprint into a fruitful result. This takes discipline on your part. All the same, this approach will work, and you will have a great victory. Thanks so much for joining us, and join us again next time for next installment. You take care.